Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name is Michael, I'm the Delty Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition Gatewalkers, our adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing people who support the channel, keep my lights on, and allow me to do this crazy, wacky, fun, and amazing thing. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello to the
Hello,
folks at
everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, it's so good to see all of your smiling faces. I missed all yours. We were not here last week because of various reasons. And I am so excited to get started with today's game. So I guess where do we begin? Let's start with our lovely and amazing sponsors. Guys, we are brought to you by a number of individuals who help keep the channel alive and keep our quality as tip-top as we possibly can. And these people, their links are in the chat. Look at that. We start off with Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. All of our character tokens and all the tokens of the heroes that we use are made using a 3D model making software that allows you to not only create these incredible tokens, but also have them 3D printed as bespoke models for you at home so that you can bring your TTRPG adventures to life. Highly recommended, always a good treat. And of course, during the Christmas season, there's the Advent Calendar event where every single day leading up to Christmas, they release a new little piece of material that you can use for Hero Forge. So yeah, go check it out. You know, honestly, best time to be making characters and the like as well. So there we go. Then, of course, we have none other than Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects that you will hear over the course of today's game. It is a massive and robust library that helps me immerse my players into a world of mystery, wonder, and mayhem thanks to all the cool and amazing sound effects that it has, such as the sound effect of a devil's sanctum, which hopefully it'll play. Ooh, spooky noises. There they are. Ooh. This and much more are available to help set the tone and create the ambience for whatever game you happen to be playing. So go check out Sirenscape. And lastly, but certainly not least, we have our VTT Fantasy Grounds, which covers our dice rolls, all of the rules that we need to reference throughout the course of the game, and of course, the module that we are running is completely purchasable so that I can focus less upon my mechanic stuff and focus more on my characters and their role play. So, you know, there you go. Great freaking bit of kit there. But of course, no epic game is epic without a good group of players and the characters to drive through this adventure. So, without any further ado, let's introduce you to the characters for today's game, starting with none other than Lushara, played by the one and only OG Lava Kitten.
Hello. I am playing Lushar, who is an elven witch, who is traveling with her familiar Magnus. She is on a quest to learn more about what happened to her while she was out trying to find her missing twin brother. And she's just struggling to find her place in the world and what all of this means to her now, as she's come a long way and is like, I'm not just a tailor anymore. So, yay, Lushar.
Yay! Next up, we have, playing the role of mighty Bilrotar the Dwarf, is none other than the incredible streak-holding frickin' man, Schoolyeye.
Don't worry, he'll break soon. Has to
Nah,
break.
you'll be fine.
Yes. Yes, Bilrotar, the semi-angry, semi-gruff dwarf who, let's be fair, charges headfirst into danger because he charged straight through a room, left everyone behind. Pretty much. And yeah, tries to be the protector of everyone since they can give him the answers, but sometimes forgets not everyone runs as fast as they can, I guess.
All right. Unfortunately, not joining us today is Immersion Diversion. Honestly, we don't know where he is. That's it. He's loose upon the world. Good luck to all of you. But he plays Arsini, the skeleton, who is a sorcerer. And yeah, he is crushed under a rock. That is where he's going to stay today. So there you go. Then, of course, we have, playing the role of Aelith, our friend Jen.
Hello. Good morning. It's time zones. I play Aelith. I am the ranger of the group. I was out trying to figure out what happened to me when I ran into this ragtag group of people, and I have been tagging along with them ever since to get answers.
There we go. Next, we have playing the role of Viv, the summoner puppet, is our dear friend McBluff.
Hey, Doug, how are you today?
I am good, thank you. Had a good day, had some good food, good company. Can't complain about anything at all.
I'm glad. Yeah, I play Viv. They're a little puppet who doesn't quite know why they're conscious now, but they can summon friends, and sometimes those friends help their other friends stay alive, but other times their friends get crushed in crushy brooms, and they don't like that. So they're gonna try and find some answers in these deep dark archives to how to stop a big bad plague of sorts. And hopefully at least help there.
All right, there you go. And last but certainly not least, playing the role of Squee, the goblin, is our dear friend Nick.
Squee! Yes, I'm playing Squee Scrapfoot, who is a bit of a scrappy fighter. Squee has ended up on another planet, entirely, probably not remotely their fault either, and has finally met some people who also speak the same language, and is like, yes, let's travel with them. Their plan is to get back to Galarian. My plan to get back to Galarian. Until then, and for now, I can annoy them.
Question.
Yes.
Do you have a horde of frogs living with you?
Oh, it's wet season in Broome, and so this is frog time.
Oh, it is frogs.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I
right.
literally do have a horde.
Okay,
the other
cool.
night, you can't hear anything but frogs.
No, that's fine. I was, I was suspecting, but also I wasn't like certain. But now that's actually kind of cool. Okay. Well, thank you, Nick, for tuning in amidst frog season. What'd be really funny though is if instead of a goblin you were playing a gripply, and then that would be perfectly acceptable for you to have the frog noises all year round.
It would be. That is a shame now.
Oh well, hindsight is 2020. Now, before we kick off, of course, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing people over at the audience, the chat. Look at you guys. You guys are amazing. As such, we like to take a moment to thank you guys for making the time to come be here, hang out, do all the cool things, and support the show. First of all, just by watching, you earn a number of channel points that can be used at any point in time to help players during the course of the game. They can be used to stave off death. Oh, sorry, no, that's not what's they can be used for insight bonuses, inspiration, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, tarot readings, and a ton of other really, really cool stuff. So yeah, just watch the show. And subscribers, hey, guess what? You earn channel points a little bit faster, so that's pretty freaking cool. So yeah. Then, of course, we have our monetary donations for people who wish to help us with Dag's survival check, which, I mean, hey, guys, look, we are at 88% of that freaking check, mate. That means I will get to survive in December. I get to survive into 2020. Could you imagine if that's what ends my channel? It's like this. It's like this survival check is the second I don't do it, that's a death save. And then 3 in a row and I'm out, I'm never going to do that, but imagine how messed up. Anyway.
That feels like emotionally blackmailing your Twitch
stream. That's exactly what that is. It's like, and then at the last stream is just me there with no hat on and stuff, no shirt, just a tin can going, "You did this! You did this to me!" And yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Your whole survival for the Walking Dead makes a lot better.
That's true. That's fair. Okay. Anyway, for those of you who want to see me make the survival check this month, there are a number of monetary donations that you can use in order to influence the game and provide our lovely audience with, our lovely players with some special gifts and rewards and hazards and other things. First of all, by Donating $5, you can donate to either get a hero point for one of the players or a jinx point for me. Jinx points can be used to complicate things ever so slightly, make monsters roll with advantage, or counteract hero points, where hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks of cards I have in front of me, either the deck of heroic actions, which contain free heroic actions for a player of your choice that also serve as a hero point, or a story prompt from our plot twist and flashback deck, which will prompt me to add a element to the game that I will completely improvise based on whichever story prompt we draw. Then, of course, we have our $20 donation, which is for the coveted golden natural 20, which sometimes shit just needs to work, okay? You can't be fucking around with rolls and low chances and stuff. Sometimes you need the natty 20, and that's what you're going to give them for $20, and that's what it is. So, yeah. For $50, you can donate to give a magic item to a player of your choice. This can be a homebrew item that you design. It can be an item you would like me to design, or you can give them something from their own wish list. Whatever the case is, the magic item comes with a lot of gratitude and a lot of cool stuff. Alternatively, however, you can say, hey, party, fuck you, and decide that $50 is going to go to a boss buff, making something incredibly difficult, making the challenge even higher, increasing the stakes, upping the ante. All of a sudden, there's a grandma, and the grandma's being eaten by eagles. You have to save the grandma, otherwise the grandma will explode and kill Bill Rotar's dad. Whatever the hell happens, it is a major complication that alters the flow of the game very quickly. So there we go. And then, of course, lastly, we have our $100 secret menu item. $100 secret menu item is thus: I will turn one of these creatures that our heroes are about to encounter into a form of companion. What are these creatures, you ask? Well, they are these little squiggly wormy dudes. Let me show you one of these dudes. Look at this guy. Look at this happy little dude. Where is he? Come here, you. Look at him. These guys are basically known as scale scribes. They are tiny little creatures that are a bank of effectively a mass amount of knowledge. One of them, for the $100 secret menu item, will squirrel its way into the brain of the character you choose. In doing so, that character will gain a massive bonus to their knowledge check, as this tiny little guy is going to live in their brain.
Zach, I think that we have different interpretations of what companion means.
Companion.
Companion, okay.
In the brain lives in the grey goo. Yum yum yum.
I don't want a brain worm.
No, not the French hive mind.
Oh, this will be fun. I will have fun eating your brains. Yum yum yum. Anyway. Also, it's a tiny creature, not a diminutive creature, so it's gonna squeeze in, you know. Anyway, so the $100 secret menu item is the knowledge bug. Basically, it squeals into the target's brain and will feed them information. Think of it like a walking Pokedex or Jarvis, for example, that can tap into a very, 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 very deep well of knowledge for our players to know about a variety of different things. There you go. Brainworm. Cool. That's what we got. Now we do have a couple of donations. First of all, we have the incredible Cass. Hi, Cass. Thank you so much for the donation for a 20 natural 20 for Daggerino. Thank you so much, you beautiful legend, you. I just need to remember where I put them.
Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
Oh, somebody's out to get us.
I mean, everyone's out to get you. That's the whole thing. Also, by the way, Josh the Pirate, fellow Perthian streamer, ahoy me hearty, and welcome. Good to see you. Make yourself comfortable, pour yourself a pint, and enjoy the grog. Now, do we have any other donations here that I need to go through? I feel like maybe not, maybe yes. I don't know.
Just checking the pre-show.
Scrolling. Dag does all the scrolling. Checking on his chat. Roll hard. Okay, we're good. Excellent. So thank you for the donation. Oh, we have inspiration. Look at that guy. Josh, who are you going to be inspiration to? Pick your poison. Choose your player. Lashara, you have been granted an inspiration. Okay. So.
Thank you.
So party, oh my Yeah. So, party, who is definitely against the brainworm? Who is the least interested in a brainworm? Do you reckon? Who would not like some squiggly thing that is effectively a cross between a silverfish and a tadpole crawling into their ear canal and living in their brain matter?
No, I've been having nightmares about that since I
Oh,
saw
no.
Wrath of Khan was a
Oh,
wee
yeah.
kid.
Oh,
Gah.
that's
Blah.
unfortunate.
I mean, Viv as a puppet and as the Eidolon, they don't really have a brain, so it'd be more like he just has a little like apartment that he sets up in there. Like if you've seen
In the
Guillermo del
fluff,
Toro's Pinocchio,
just gets
Yeah,
warm.
Okay, but you are aware
Yeah, see,
that
if-
that immediately makes me think that this brainworm should just be some sort of like alien wingwang that serves as like your tongue, right? Like it just comes out like. Hi everyone! I hear you want to know more about how to bake the perfect souffle. Well, step one.
it just occasionally, even if they get desummoned, whenever they come back, just sometimes it's the little knowledge.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Exactly.
Yeah, he wanted to share fun facts. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, without any further ado, let's start the recap for today. And if we have anything else, oh my God, Internet's trying to lag and give Lushara a HP hero point eventually. Very well, Lushara, I will give that in good faith from Christina. Christina, you lovely bean.
Christina.
Thank you so much. The hero point has been awarded. So there you go. So, without any further ado, we return once more. Yes, this is the one I want. Let me get my sound effects going.
Might need to slot me into the combat tracker.
Never. But I will.
All right. Other than the tracker, can't die.
That's true. You can't fault that logic.
It depends. Is we on the wrong side of the crushed cavern with all the smoke?
No, we'll pull Squee to safety.
No squishing Squee when he's not around to experience it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so Squee, you have made it out with everyone else, so you're over here. Okay, cool. So, without any further ado, our journey continues, not in the lands of Galarian, but instead in the stars, on the planet known as Castrovel, a place where the elves had long since left Galarian in order to pursue a life away from the blue orb third from the sun. In this jungle-temperate climate, our heroes encountered the elves of a small village, but unfortunately brought with them a pestilence in the form of the unnubilate curse. Spread from a key known as the Shadewither Key, acquired from Kaneepo the Slim, an evil fey-like creature, on their quest to uncover more of their missing memories. See how I went backwards with the recap? There you go. Our heroes unintentionally had put the scholar known as Aleli. Somebody give me the name. Alililulu. Schmendrickson. Anyone at all? Nope. Aleli. Aleli, that's the one. Look at it, Aleli. I almost got it right, just fumbling around, just FYI. Anyway, so she was offering to help take our heroes and return them back to their home planet, but fell to the illness. Thankfully, our heroes met another elf by the name of Genthiel, who said that his mother was an expert on the strange magical energies emanating from the Shadewither Key. If anyone knew how to reverse this horrible affliction, it would be her. However, she had long since passed. Thankfully, however, his mother, Iscariel, and her memories reside within the memory cache deep beneath the city, a place where only the most wise and scholarly individuals were granted to have their minds, their memories preserved forever as a means to be able to always look back upon the past for guidance. So our heroes are now there in the memory cache, seeking out this knowledge. However, traps and deadly devices are prepared to stop them in their tracks. A giant ceiling has now come crashing down on poor Arseni as he is squashed beneath these copper ceiling spike things. Bilrata, who had gone around the to the left in order to try and help the others, found himself caught in a fungal grove where a tiny mushroom creature is trying to eat his leg. Everyone else, however, has managed to evade the crushing room. But we're still in the battle, so I guess we roll initiative, I guess. Hiya! Let's see, where are we at? Viv! You're up next as you approach the fungal grove, along with Bilrata and the fungal creature that is trying to eat him.
That one really got you, didn't it, Oshi?
No, I saw that Cookiemon unlocked the secret menu item.
Cookiemon!
we discussed it. Yeah.
Thank you, Cookiemon!
Thanks for not sending it my way. I appreciate that a lot.
It's coming my way. This is about to be some weird body horror
I mean,
shit.
strictly speaking, there are 2 worms.
Oh no.
Just saying.
All right, so surveying the scene, they have just had a weird conversation with these 2 little multi-armed worm guys, which I'm sure they won't come back later. See Bilrotar still fighting off these fungus that have kept poisoning him as he's tried to find the way to get people out. Sees it looks like Aelith coming around, sees that they found a way out. So is probably going to may I ask what that radius is? The 20-foot radius? Is that the
I
shroom,
believe
like
that is the
fog?
fungus's puff cloud.
The spores cloud. Yeah. Okay. And would I be out of it, or would it would it be out of it, or would like having any of you in it be considered being in it?
Any of you in it is considered in it.
Okay, gonna do just a little step back. Just like I don't really have lungs, but somehow this still hurts me, and I don't like that. All right, let's see. Sorry, my science ground's going a bit slow, trying to get my spell up. All right, they couldn't do it last time because they just couldn't hurt that leshy. But by God, they're losing a bit of patience right now, so they're gonna try again for the telekinetic projectile at this other leshy. Just pick up a rock somewhere and just.
All right, you begin to float the rock and fire it at the leshy. Make your attack.
There you go. Ah. It's not taking it. 1 second. Let's try it this way. Oh, there's... Ah. That's weird. It didn't target it. One more time. All right, you come here. Why won't it let me target it?
It might be the AoE circle affecting it. Dag might have said that because I'm mute.
Dag?
You can also drop in the combat tracker as well.
I was just saying I tried again. I just removed the little circle thing to see if that helped.
It's also not letting me drop it on the combat tracker. Do you want me to just roll it regularly and then? Do you know?
Let me try it real quick. Where's your?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Here we go. You're using telekinetic projectile.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I don't have you on the board. There we go.
Oh, you have Viv, not the Viv Poppet. That would be why.
Yeah. There we
Or
go.
no, you do. What?
I do. It's not hard. Okay, here we go. Telekinetic projectile. Open that up. Ranged attack spell on the guy. That'll miss.
That's a miss. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Ooh.
Don't like my friends being hurt.
All right, using the
So
hero
much
points.
violence against the Leshy. So much violence.
That will hit.
All the violence. All the violence. I imagine it would be bludgeoning if it's a rock.
Sure. Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Make your attack
do I
as
just-
you launch that rock in that direction.
Do I just double tap the damage, or do you want me to try and put it on the guy?
Try to roll it on the guy. We'll see how it works.
Let's see if this works. Here we go.
Nice.
He was a
Alright.
very big rock. He dents a little mushroom cap a little. You see part of it just flying off.
All right. Very well. It does indeed, as a chunk of the Leshy's shoulder is blown clean off. All right. After Viv, we then go to Lushara. Magnus is right behind you just as you hear the giant ceiling come crashing down behind you. Arsini did not get clear.
Yeah, Lushar is gonna whip around and panic at the door and look around to see if there's any sort of like lever or button or contraption on this side of the wall to see if she can get it back up.
Okay,
She doesn't want to leave him
I
behind.
appreciate
Yeah.
the sentiment, but I still don't have Neil.
No, I know, and just that's. What
I mean,
she's
I'm
doing.
just
She looked-
giving you the
Yep.
giving you the. Yes, you will find a lever. It is quite difficult to find, and it will take you a round to search and locate it. However, it is old and has been long since unused. It seems to be stuck to the wall quite heavily. Almost as if some Deus Ex Machina is preventing you from pulling it. Maybe it'll loosen over time. Who knows?
Yes. Yes. No. The player knows.
Yes, I know, I
Lushar
know, I
does
know.
not know. So she was spending her time to look, and then she's just like,
Yeah, but it makes me the asshole. It's
Hey.
like, well, why can't we save him? I'm like, well, because he's fucking not here.
no. No, I get it.
Okay.
She's like, okay, and then she just takes him on. She's like, he's gonna be fine. He's a skeleton. He's probably just a little pile of bones, and we can come back for him. And then,
Beautiful.
catch her breath, and she's gonna, in her next turn, I guess, go forward. But she'll tell Squee like, this is an opening. We'll have to come back around another way to get him, so that he doesn't spend his time trying to break the door in or something.
Fair enough. Squee, do you have any response to that? Sorry, what was that, Squee?
I said, wait for us, Bone Man.
All right, which brings us to the mushroom, Leshy. This tiny little fungal beast looks at you with a multitude of eyes blinking in different sequences as it then sees it's been attacked from behind by this little doll thing. And it turns around and it goes, and this huge fungal cloud explodes outwards yet again. It is a 20-foot radius, which is going to cover. It is going to cover Bilratar, it is going to cover Aleph, and it is going to cover Viv. So let's start with Viv. The puppet. That is a success. Then we go to Bilratar.
Your spores are futile.
They are a little bit. All right, and then we go to Aleph.
Oh,
That is a failure. You do have 2 hero points if you want to use them. Otherwise, you can take 1 persistent poison damage.
I would like to try and re-roll that.
Very well. As you use 1 of our hero points, again, a thank you to our audience for providing us with said hero point. Aleph, you try to resist the poison, and you do! All of you inhale the spores, but manage to block it off, and you are unaffected by the poison. With its final defiant turn, it is going to bite Bilratar on the bottom. Its teeth sink in, and though mushy, there are spiky bits in it, and you take 4 points of damage, Bilratar.
Not the bird!
Okay. Aelith, you're up next. What does our elven archer do?
I am going to target that thing.
All right, with bow and arrow
Okay.
ready, you take aim. You line up the shot. It is a small target currently gripping with its teeth to Biratar's rear end. Missing the
I'm
shot
just gonna-
means shaving off more than you anticipate.
Oh boy. Well, I'm going to do all three. So here we go.
All right, 3 shots in tandem. Your first arrow flies outwards.
Here. All right.
That will hit the Leshy with your first attack.
Okay, and
Bam! You kill it. It's dead. What do you do with your other 2 arrows? Do you want to shoot Builder Tie? You can shoot Builder Tie. If you want to, you can. I mean, I'm not saying you need to, but if you want to, Builder Tie can die.
no, that was I wanted to make sure I got this, and she did her hunter shot and precision and all of that in one.
Yeah. I will give you guys this this very old Chinese proverb, and I mean, feel free to adopt this into how you wish to respond to things in the future. One does not understand the true power of restraint until a mosquito lands on your genitals. So yes, one arrow was plenty, Aelith. The poor little creature had 30 hit points, and it is now dead. All it wanted to do was live in its house, in the fungus, and Biratar stepped on it, and it was upset, and then died for its effort. I hope you heroes are happy.
I am.
Good. Excellent. Wonderful.
I have no
All right.
idea what we were doing, so yeah.
All right. Well, gathering up around, Squee, you were informed as to what had transpired, including, of course, the trap, the skeletons, and a whole bunch of other stuff that is super important to the plot, but it will not be explained in any way, shape, or form as exposition. Viv mentions that there are 2 wormy-like things that speak that came from back there, and they were talking about stuff that, we should probably go talk to them. However, Aelith, you, having crossed that tiny little sliver of water, can see there is something glowing behind you, nestled and wrapped in a ton of vines, lichen, and mildewy moss. If you wish to, you may explore it. If you dare.
Oh. I think I'll go over and take a look at it, yes.
The glow is quite bright, and without moving some of the fungus, it is difficult to see what the object is. It seems to be a panel of some kind, something smooth and shiny beyond all repair. The shine is magical in nature, for sure, as there is no heat coming from the light.
Okay, what all do I see on the panel? It's hard to see, you said?
Correct. It looks like it might be some kind of panel.
Can I use one of my arrows to try and move some of the stuff away to take a look at it?
Sure. Do you not have a knife or something?
Oh yeah, I have a dagger.
Yeah, probably better to use a dagger than an arrow. But yep, because arrows are
I'll take
piercing,
the
daggers are slashing.
dagger.
So yeah, yep, you slash and you cut and you rip out like some of the vines, and as you do so, you reveal what is indeed a glamorous buckler. It is an enchanted buckler that functions as a normal buckler of its kind. However, it is permanently under the effect of the ever-burning torch spell, meaning that it constantly radiates a glowing, brilliant light. It is in good condition.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out and take that.
All right, let me add it to your character sheet momentarily, and boop, and boop. You now have it in your sheet as the magic buckler. Now, bear in mind, you can't wear a... actually, no, you can wear a buckler and use a two-handed weapon. Yeah, never mind, ignore me. If you want to use it, you can use it. But it is there, and you can equip it. All right.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to say to one another before we move on? Or are you all.
So say Bill is still technically bleeding out. Or we
Oh yeah,
just
Bill
need
is
to-
bleeding out. I should probably mention that too. Bill.
Let me bandage that up. Come around the corner and it's like, oh God.
Yeah, just streaks of
Um,
blood going down his arms.
They see me bleeding.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
dying.
How's everybody else looking? Is everybody else looking rough? Because I know Magnus is beat up as well.
Yeah, Magnus is looking pretty ouchy. Everyone else I think
Okay.
looks actually not bad.
Healthy-ish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
I'm
think
not
I'll
looking too bad.
do a 3-action heal
Sure.
so I can get both of them and anybody else who needs it. So
All right.
Thank you.
let me grab that
Who's your god again?
rather than just treating wounds.
Who's your deity?
Findel Ladara.
Oh yes, the portals and gateway goddess, or is that the...
She's the architecture. That's the one she grew up with, following.
Right.
One of like tradition and
Oh yes,
architecture
yes.
and
Yeah.
art. Yeah.
Okay. So as
Okay.
you say your words and speak the prayer, you watch as this holy radiance seems to glow out from you. When you do your healing, please heal double the damage.
Oh, okay.
The reason being is you are on
Nice.
Castrovel, which is an elven world.
Oh.
And her
Nice.
sanctity and her religion is stronger here than most places.
Okay, so I want to grab the 1d8 plus 8. No, 1d8. Make that do double. Hmm. How do I tell it to do 2d8 instead of 1d8?
Just roll it twice.
Okay. All right, there's the first one and the second one.
All right.
Wow.
Everyone heals. Everyone heals 6 hit points.
I don't think it's the 1d8 plus 8, right? Let me
No,
double
it's not.
check.
No. it's
Yeah.
not.
Not when it's that. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone heals 6 hit points.
Well,
Well, greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lushara.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
welcome.
We'll
Let me
come back.
heal up. Yeah.
It-
Okay.
I guess Viv's just gonna like go to the door and just like, Arseni, we're gonna come back for you, okay? Just stay there, or if you can get out, that would be neat. But it's okay if not.
He just pats the wall. Just great.
All right.
All right. Let me heal up. Magnus.
All right.
you
Also, in
now.
addition, we have another donation from Cookie Mon Steve, who has topped up everyone's hero points.
Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you, Cookie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So that should have taken care of Bilatar's bleeding out status with a heal.
Yes, it does.
Wonderful.
All right. Bilratar is still pretty injured, but otherwise, everyone
Yeah.
else is okay.
I can do. I'll also do a treat wounds on Bill just to help him out a little bit extra.
All right. Treating
Where'd my
wounds.
character sheet go?
You stop for a while and decide to patch up Bilratar. In the meantime, does anyone wish to say anything, do anything, explore places while you are in this area?
I think. We're good.
No, you go first.
I'm just gonna say Viv is first going to probably resummon their Eidolon, have the Eidolon pick them up so that they aren't actually in the spores, but they're just gonna like hold the Eidolon's just gonna kind of hold them so they can look at all the cool spores, like they're just kind of trudging around them a bit.
Sure. You are making your way,
Focus.
walking through the different mushrooms. You can see a myriad of scintillating patterns starting to to unfold and reel around you. Vibrant colors, bright greens, yellows, purples, pinks, and the like, are laden around the place as your human eidolon-looking thing carries you amongst it.
Oh, this looks so cool.
All right.
I was just going to say, while the shower is healing, Bill's almost in a praying pose with the sword in front, as though he's praying for the guardians that are clearly crushed, as well as hoping that Arsene made some safe haven somehow.
All right. You say a final prayer for Arsene as last rites. He was a brave man, a warrior, through and through. I'm surely going to miss him. Oh well,
Yep.
ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That guy was a ding dong. Now he
Ashes
will
to ashes,
rust.
dust to dust, bone to bone meal. That kind of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
With the healing now done and your characters continuing onwards, you make your way towards the east. As you head forward, you eventually come to what looks to be a small research room. The stone here has been carefully chiseled into the worked wall. Papers ranging from whole scrolls to tiny tatters are pasted over almost every surface in here. And to the south stands a large metal double door, etched with what seems to be the design of a leafless tree. Two tiny creatures slither out from beneath the books, and they turn around and they say, let's see, where are they? Oh, well, would you look at that, Jarves? We have visitors, don't you know? Oh, yeah, no, I see them. It's not often we get visitors, especially not elven visitors. Oh, yes, no, but they do have an elf among them. 2 elves among them, if you wouldn't know. Oh, well, isn't that a treat? Well, what say you bring here and tell us exactly what it is you're looking for?
Hi again. You said you wanted to research my brain because it was weird.
Oh, yeah, no,
I-
you definitely have a weird brain because you're made of cotton. And I'm just curious, if we took the cotton from your foot and put it in your head, is that still going to turn into brain cotton, or is it going to be foot cotton? We just can't tell until we try. That's what experiments are all about, don't you know?
That's true. Should we try it?
Just looks to everyone else.
No. Okay. These are
Shara
these
just
are
shakes her head like, no, it's not. Mess with your stuffing.
these are my friends. They may have good questions.
Oh, hello, friends. We are the keepers of the lore and the knowledge here.
Howdy doody, keepers.
And a howdy doody to you, don't you know? You can call me Jarves, and you can call me Wothersby. And together, we are Jarves and Wothersby, keepers and scale scribes of this here memory cache.
Oh, the memory cache. We're here. I think we need to access a memory.
A memory, don't you say? Well, what exactly memory are you looking for?
We are looking to speak with.
Do you need the specific person, or do you just need a thing?
Oh, yes, no, there's...
Genthiel?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, we have her memories here. We've got quite a few of them lined up. Is there anything in particular you wish to ask her? It just makes the whole process a lot easier.
What was that biological weapon you guys brought here?
You brought a biological what now?
No, not quite.
Holy dolly, that sounds pretty bad, eh?
What was the name of it?
Well, not. It's not quite like that. But yes, we have several questions that we have seeking the answer for, and one of them being Oscail, the frost whale.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. We don't know much about that, but if we put it on the parchment, and we type it here, and we stamp here, and we do this over here, and then I need to get it seconded, and then thirded, and then we need to make it in triplicate, and find the blue form, and then add this here, and, well, all you need to do is walk through that door and give the good old master the this here key. And he hands you a what looks to be a slip of cardboard with lots of little holes punched in it.
Oh, thank you. Do we need to tell you all the things we're looking for, or just that we need to speak with
Oh,
Gunthiel?
no. Pretty much the way it works is you're going to go in there and you're going to speak with the scholar, and he is going to connect you to the person that you want to speak to. But remember, the memory cache is only able to use the memories of the person who was, well, from the time of their death. It will seem very real, but remember, you cannot ask them about current affairs or things that may or may not happen in the future. All there will be is guesses, and all we'll have are more questions than anything else.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very helpful.
Oh, don't, no. Oh, no, don't thank me. You've already done more than enough. Now, off you pop. Go and ask your questions.
Okay.
Ooh.
Bye-bye.
I don't
We'll
know
say
what
hi
you've
to
done,
yours.
but okay.
We'll say hi to the boss man for you.
You don't need to do that. Nope. Just you go and you do your thing. We'll do ours.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, nothing suspicious or untoward or anything.
Well, it's good that there's nothing suspicious or untoward happening. That would be bad.
That would be bad. That would be incredibly bad. Very insensitive.
That would be really terrible. That would be quite horrible, awful, nasty.
Oh
horrid,
yes,
nasty.
no, don't you know? It's definitely
yeah,
something
we-
that will not, never, nor will ever happen.
Mm-hmm.
To
yeah,
be sure
no,
to.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
definitely is
yeah,
it
yeah.
definitely is something that will never certainly
Hey,
most definitely not ever happen.
where'd Weatherby go?
This is
Oh,
a
well,
very
don't you
strange
know, like,
conversation.
Weatherby seems. I think he just stepped out for a coffee. Wouldn't you know, old Weatherby and his coffee?
There's coffee? Do they have hot chocolate too?
Well, no, that's why he had to go out and get it, don't you know?
Oh.
What's the name of the key
Okay.
we need to ask about as well?
We're just gonna head through now.
As you head in,
What a weird conversation is all she's thinking.
as you head in, the back of this puppet's head has this wriggling tail-like appendage, and then a big hand comes out with a thumbs up, and then you watch as Jarves basically goes,
I'm imagining we haven't actually seen this.
no.
Oh, good, because.
Okay. So,
I'm just waiting for Belle to say, "Oh, Viv, you're changing up your hairstyle."
Yeah, I got a nice ponytail. Got a what?
you enter the next chamber. This one, however, looks kind of scary. Ornate lanterns hang from stalactites along the ceiling vents. This dimly lit cavern has an orchard of short leafless trees spread out across the floor, and their branches twist and weigh down with the shadows of what seem to be odd fruits. 3 emaciated and hairless humans, with their arms folded into their sleeves, stand before you. The figure in the front raises a long-fingered hand, and telepathic words ripple from his mind and echo through this chamber towards you.
Jack?
Yeah. Is it a bit
Just
loud?
before he continues. Yeah, is it okay? Turn it down just a little. Thank you. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. I can do that. All right. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's throw on the good old voice mod. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try. Okay. Yep, that's looking good. Okay, here we go. The voice speaks in your mind. And tell me if you cannot understand this, because I will change it to a different one.
Welcome, scholars. We are the masters of this place. Your questions will be answered, but to seek the knowledge you desire, the grove must be provided. You may leave with memories, but must in turn relinquish them and offer them to the growth of this place.
Okay. How do we do that?
They remove their cowls, and you see hidden beneath the robes these leathery skinned, alien like creatures with no eyes and a series of sharp, vicious fangs, a long tongue, and twisted hands. They look in your direction, and in unison speak through that telepathic voice.
Offer your tributes to us, and we shall nourish the tree. Then speak your questions. However, for every memory spent, you only get 3 questions. So choose wisely.
Excuse me, I don't have many memories. Is it okay if none of the memories I have are that substantial? Will those still
All
count?
memories have weight. All memories have value. If you value what you seek, then so too must you value the memory you use.
Okay.
I got this one. I've got this one.
Oh, go ahead, Squee.
Here.
Quick question before we
Wait.
offer up memories. Is the question, the person who asks the question, are they the ones who have to sacrifice memory
They nod.
and offer up? So anyone can
So you
offer up a
just
memory and
ask the
anybody
person
else
who
can ask a
sacrificed the memories
question?
to ask the question.
Sorry, I couldn't hear either of those.
Oh. You go
Ask
ahead, Nick.
The person who asked. Yeah, we'll just get the person, like, if that's the way it worked, we could just ask the person who gave the memories. So let's do this. Oh, mighty eyeless ones. Take my memories. Is it working?
And what memory will you relinquish, young one?
The first weapon I ever broke.
Very well. So your memory is now a part of the tree.
Does that, like, I guess I probably wouldn't know, but is it now gone, like, from me?
Your memory is now not gone, but it feels copied, if that makes sense. You feel a sense that it is a shared memory. As they take it, they place it like a fruit. Like a seed at the base of one of the trees, which begins to blossom As it does, they begin to lead you through the grove, past the darkened shapes of both the trees and the shadows of the fruit that are there. But as you go in, Squee, only you can now see the trees for what they are, each of them holding on to the severed head of elegant elves of all different types of genders and appearances, their eyes shut. There's also a few non-elven heads, giant ants, or creatures from a different world. There's even an entirely intact brain wrapped in one of the branches, almost looking like a jewel set into a ring. Tiny shoots, pulsing with faint silver light, extend from the tree and into the opening of the neck of one of the people who are cradled here. The branch, which bears the head of a raven-haired elf, suddenly moves towards you before the eyes of the elf open.
If I look behind me, is the body still there, or they're gone?
Well, Nat, it has been some time since I have had visitors. I do not recognize you. I knew no goblins when I was alive, and why you would have business with me is curious. I am Iscario. What knowledge do you seek?
Hi, I'm Squee, Scrapfoot. I'm seeking knowledge about the a key, the
Shade with it.
No, not about the key. We're asking about the frost whale. Do we hear you talking to them that we can like at least interact with Squee? Like, okay. Then Lushar will come over and touch Squee's shoulder and just kind of lean in and say, we need to know about Oskiel the frost whale.
Osoyo.
Osoyo, yeah.
The wisest.
I assume we don't see her and we can't hear her? Okay.
The wisest Ilvari priest scholars say that Osseo was the first encountered near the elves' ancient homeland of Sovrian. In a vast canyon filled with a magic sea of mist, the massive ice blue whale floated through the air as easily as a fish does through water. Those who encountered the psychic whale inhaled its chilling shadowy vapors and developed paranormal powers. Unfortunately, they also lost control of their minds, becoming potent yet senseless thralls. Once discovered, the black frost whale could not simply be ignored, and Sovrian's high families knew this entity was far too dangerous to remain anywhere near the elven capital. At great cost, brave elves subdued, shackled, and scuttled Osseo to the crown of the world when they sealed the beast beneath the thickest parts of Galarian's ice cap. And to this day, that is where Osseo has laid dormant for thousands of years.
Okay. The other thing we need to know, knowledge of the curse from the black frost whale. So Lushara will lean forward and say, we also need to know about the curse from Osseo. The Obliviate curse.
From Osseo, Black Whale?
The curse. You see, where I see the Shade Wither key.
The Shade Wither key, of course.
Just suddenly shouted, and Luciar's like, okay, and pulls it out and holds it up. Not sure what direction. It's gonna rely on Squee.
The key is before thee.
I sense the Black Frost Whale's presence upon this key. It is imprinted. And similarly, so are you all. Othir's mark, however, does not seem to be causing the inebriate curse, though. But more it is trying to negate it. It does, however, present the potential for a cure. You there, small goblin. Repeat this after me, loudly, to your associates. The third restorative formula from my 7th lab journal.
The third restorative formula? Someone start writing this down. Someone start... The third restorative formula from my left-hand journal? Left-hand? Was it your left?
Lab journal.
7th lab journal. Forget the left hand bit.
However, scrap the peony seeds and Azata tears, and substitute water from She Who Walks in Season.
So we're going to have to get rid of a couple ingredients and replace it with water of She Who Walks in...
She Who Walks Through Seasons.
She Who Walks Through Seasons. What were those ingredients again?
The peony seed and Azata tears.
The peony seed and Azata tears? Or just Zata tears? Yeah, they're writing it all down.
Good. Genthiel will understand what to do with these instructions.
Jean-Rizel will understand what to do with these instructions.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Squee,
Oh, yeah, Viv.
what name did you just say would know what to do with it?
Oh, I said,
Oh,
Yeah. He said Gentile, her
Gentile.
son.
Yeah,
Jen
that would be the elf
Ah,
who sent us on
Yeah.
this way. So yeah.
How just in Viv's mind, they're just questioning how just because they don't know much about elves' lifespans, how she would possibly know that her son's still alive if elves that are in this memory crash don't know about the future, and they're just trying to wrap their head around how that works, only knowing a human's lifespan.
Are you saying that to Squee? Is that a question we have to ask?
More in their head, but we'll maybe like murmurs that people can hear. I thought they don't know about the present. How does she know her son's alive?
Do you have any more questions for this beautiful elven lady?
Maybe she's just going by her memory of when she was alive and her son was.
That's not a question.
So it could be that.
Squee,
Mm-hmm.
do you think we should ask if she tried to do the cure before and how she knows how to make it right? How to replace everything? Did it fail last time she tried?
That's a great question, Viv.
Thank you.
Have you tried making this cure before? And did it work or fail? Not working.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were
Oh, that's
talking to me.
probably
It has not been used before for this purpose. But rest assured, in my wisdom, I believe it will function as intended.
she thinks it'll work.
At this point in time, the head, the vines disappear from the neck, and the head goes back to being limp. Squee, you no longer can see the face as clearly. It dissipates to being a shadow, and then eventually is gone.
Lushar is going to turn to the creatures and say she would like to offer up a memory, as she has some personal questions she'd like to ask.
Sure.
And yeah.
Likewise, they ask what memory you would like to offer.
She's going to offer a memory of when she was told that her brother was supposedly killed, but they wouldn't release a body to her or the family, and just offer up all the grief and concern that she had with that memory. And then her decision to find out what was really going on.
Okay. You'll need to break those down.
Sure.
Are
Yeah.
you asking her again?
Yeah, she wants to just ask some general questions, and
Sure.
she's
Okay.
fine with asking Iscariel.
Very well.
You may ask your 3 questions.
And the first question she'll ask is, why did the elves why did they go to Galarian, and when they came back here, they didn't bring all of them?
The elves came here many, many years ago to avoid the calamity that Galarian was facing. At the time, it was more imperative that the traditions of the elves outlasted those who would perish under the new environment, which was not suitable for our upbringing. I am sure you've heard of the Dark Elves of the Darklands. These elves were polluted by the radiation and were changed forever.
How did... Obviously, some elves are still there. Why didn't they return with the rest of you, or leave with the rest of you?
Some did, but not all. By the time in which the world had turned and the world of Galarian was once again hospitable for the elves, many had already made a place here. Some had never known the world of Galarian, whereas others wished to pioneer a new age. Whatever the reason, each to their own. Some remained in Castroval, and we are their descendants.
And may I ask one final bit? I'm looking for advice. I've been granted these powers of the witch, and I'm just looking for guidance. What can I reflect upon as I make this new journey, to not allow my fears to hinder me on this new path I'm on?
There is little that one can say in regards to knowing what your path is forward. But know this. The way you forge is always going to be the way that you are drawn to your destiny. If you choose to remain where you are, while you will preserve what you have for a time, ultimately it would lead to decay and destruction. Even the elves of ancient time needed to walk through the Aedara to find their destiny. So too must you continue to move forward to find yours.
Thank you for your wisdom.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading Christina, waiting for her to say, "Suck it up, Buttercup." Once again, the vines disappear and she vanishes once more.
I'm going to roll an intelligence check for Bill, because me as a player has got things, potentially, but I don't know if Bill would actually think about it. So I'm going to let the dice decide.
Ooh.
Okay. Bill will try to go next and offer up a memory. Memory he's going to offer is effectively being recruited by the mercenary group and the leader that took him under his wing to train him.
Mm-hmm.
So his questions, after listening to Squee, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'll be looking down at the brand on the shoulder. I say, "Is this the brand of Ossium? Are we actually thralls without realizing?"
The mark is unfamiliar to me, but it does contain the same psychic imprint as on the shade with a key. Something I have always known to be the same psychic energies Ossio presents. Whether he was the one that made the mark, or you were simply irradiated by presence near something of great importance, his touch remains on all of you.
And this is where the check back in. But Squee said that in the mist, people lost their mind and we lost all our memories. Are you saying Ossium or a child of the whale is tempted us in?
I know not of your missing memories, or any of the events that have transpired. The fact is, what I can tell is only what I see. The imprints, the withered shade with a key, the curse, all of these phenomena suggest exposure to the Black Frost Whale's influence. It is beyond me to understand how, but I suggest all of your mysteries somehow tie together.
With a panicked look, because obviously Bill doesn't like the idea of the fact he's semi-controlled by something. He looks around the group, so you got any question to the rest of the group? See if there's anyone's got one question that they want.
I don't know if she would know, but I suppose we could ask, like, is it possible for somebody, I guess, because somebody activated all these gates and lured people in. I'm just trying to decide, like, is that something that the black frost whale could do, like control the gates?
I suppose the other question is, sorry, this is above the table just now.
Yeah, above the table, yeah.
Yeah. The other one is, are there more than just the one shade weather key out there? Are there other keys floating around that could be
yeah.
tainted?
Yeah.
I will say Viv does have 2 questions planned, so if you want to give one of them to Viv to ask, that's perfectly fine with me. They're gonna give their own memory, so
Should we ask about if there's more than one key that she knows about first? Okay.
If she knows, yeah.
and then I'll ask about also is connected to the gates.
Okay. So that is what Bill would ask, is if he knows about more than one key out there that could be used to control the gates and teleportations.
My understanding is that there were once many keys, though over time, those became more and more scarce, more and more rare. I know not how many still remain.
And Bill will heavily nod his head in reference to the trees and the answers he was given.
And once again, the head dissipates.
Okay. I think I may give it a try, if that's okay, guys. Excuse me, scholars? Or scholar?
The scholars all look at you in tandem.
If I give you a memory, does that mean, because they don't know how it worked for the others, does that mean I lose it, or does it just get shared?
Your memory will be kept, but you will receive a replacement, one just as good as the original.
Okay. Then I think I have a memory that I would like other people to have. Just in case. And they're going to give a memory of a time that Elink made them laugh and was very clearly very much still Elink.
All right. They absolutely take the memory. Once again, the head animates.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just happening all. I'm just like, the reason there were 3 questions is because there's only 3 answers written down. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm doing my best. Here we go.
I'm sorry.
We wouldn't have known. It's doing great.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hope you're doing well in the trees. Okay. So, my friends wanted to know if Asoyo had any special connections with the magical gates. They're called the Ayudara on Galarian. I don't know if that's a name you know, but like,
It is an
does-
elven name which speaks of the gates. And no, the Ayadara were made long ago by the ancient elves in a way that is lost to our people. Osseo was not a part of this, as far as I am aware.
Okay, thank you. That was question 1. Okay. Second is, my friend and I have been having a lot of nightmares. And there's always this guy with a ram mask. So I'm just wondering if there's a big magic whale, was there ever a big magic ram?
In that time,
Or-
I did not encounter such a thing.
Okay, that's probably a newish thing. Okay, last question. Did you ever know about Kaneepo in your lifetime?
Kaneepo the Slim, a well-known
Yeah, that one.
adversary of the elves. Yes,
Mhm.
he is known to us.
Wow, he has been around for a while.
Her eyes then shut, and she disappears.
Lashara, they say that she said that Asoya didn't have any connection to the gates. That they were there for a good long while before him.
Well, that's good to know, I suppose. Well, hopefully figure out what happened. But we can hopefully find a cure to this curse so that we're not leaving them suffering.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna go make the cure that she told us to go find, and hope it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in for a cure? Say aye.
Cure! Aye!
Aye.
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you, scholars. Enjoy the trees.
As you leave the room, you head back out, making your way towards the city once more. The large, squashy, crushing mechanism now lifts and is free. Arsini rejoins you. A bit broken and needing some time to assemble, but otherwise intact.
You could call that a bonus life?
Lushar will just laugh because just all the pressure of everything, and it's just such a silly joke. She'll just start laughing.
All right, we better get on with this. Like, I have been away
Yeah.
from you for a long time.
I hate to bring this up, but should we collect some bones so that he can repair himself?
He does need to eat bones. Apparently.
Where do we get bones from? A
I think
butcher?
he got a few. I think he got a few from the skeleton. Like, I don't know how many bones he should have, but this looks like a good few more bones than was just him. So I think he grabbed a few.
We were asked to be respectful of the dead down here, so
I wouldn't
Never
grab any
mind.
bones from
Yeah,
here.
let's not take those bones.
No. Vintage.
Yeah.
We'll find some good bones.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go to a butcher. Get him something fresh.
Sure.
Gathering some bones and making your way back to the city, it does not take you long to find yourself with Genthiel. Well, speak. What did my mother say?
Well, she
She knows a cure.
Yes.
In fact, one of her books has it in. It was it the left-hand book of the seventh book of the. Did someone write
it's
this down?
the I wrote it down for us. The third restorative formula from the 7th lab journal. And she has some modifications to that for you.
Uh-huh. Yes. No, yes, that would work. But we couldn't possibly. We don't have all the ingredients. We have no Azata's tears or peony seeds.
Oh, how did you know? Yes, those.
Yeah,
Well,
we
those are
don't
the ones
have them.
that we replace. Yeah, that's the ones we replace.
Right.
Oh, we're replacing them. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes,
we're getting.
she's
But, yeah.
no, she said to scrap the lasata tears and peony seeds and replace them with water from She Who Walks Through the Seasons.
From She Who Walks Through the Seasons. Well, typical, my mother would
Yes.
not ask for something simple. Well, for the most part, the cure is within our grasp, but that one ingredient will prove most difficult to
I
ascertain.
thought there was another ingredient.
Not what I have written down. Was to remove those two ingredients and replace it with this last ingredient.
All
Which
right,
I'm
thanks for writing that
assuming
down.
we need to go retrieve for you.
Yep.
It sounds like you don't have it available.
No. And, well, as I mentioned, it was not exactly easy to come by. She Who Walks with Seasons is a denizen of Castrovel, one who, as the name implies, wanders with the seasons. She is currently scheduled to be near the city, but not cross its path. If we wish to, we need to make haste and use some means of luring her closer so that we can collect water from her.
Is she
Of
some
course.
kind of elf?
No, not quite so.
Giant?
He goes towards one of the windows, and as he does, he opens them, showing you the vast jungle side that unfolds in front of you. As it does so, you can see out upon the beautiful, lavish country jungles with all of the beauty that unfolds. But all of the what's it called? All of the beauty, all of the radiance, all of the sorry, I'm actually doing this real quick. I'm actually going to focus on this. Give me 2 shakes. There we go.
As it happens, you know.
Aha, here we go. Okay. All of the wonders of the creatures and plants, the flora, the fauna, pale into comparison to what you see just beyond the horizon. At first, it looks like water floating in the air, maybe some sort of spell or magic. But then you have a closer look, and you realize that the water is moving. Even from this distance, it's quite a vast amount. And that is when you see her in all her splendor. An immense creature who, even from this distance, a few moments after their large root-covered feet make landfall, you hear the soft, dull thud of her presence. She Who Walks with Seasons is one of the rare Colossus. A being who has an entire biodome upon their very person. As the name implies, they walk with season. And it is here that we are going to end today's session. We do have a little bit of time, but I figure rather than ending today's show on discussions on how to lure this individual closer, we're going to leave that to the in-between between this week and next week. I know that, of course, we do not have a Bilratar for the next few weeks, so we're going to chalk this up to Bilratar having a fear of heights. And thus...
It makes sense after falling into his death previously.
Yeah, thus Bilratar is not going to go on this leg of the adventure, but you do have a little bit of time to plot, to plan, to decide as you are going to deal with this creature. Now, it is imperative you understand you are not to try and kill this creature. I cannot stress enough how high this CR is, and it will crush you and squish you, and you will die, and I will feel no form of remorse or resentment for doing so.
Who would want to kill that? It's so cool.
I'm
I
just
love
It
her
is.
so much.
I am
love
just
her.
saying, if you try, just be ready.
I
Now,
don't
before we
want
to.
leave, we do have
try.
one last donation that has come in, which is going to go to a player, but I don't know which player, because we have been given a magic item for the group. So, as a quick question, who already has received a magic item from our audience members? Viv has, Squee,
Yeah.
Lashara, Aelith, what about yourself?
We technically
the-
all have because we got one from the Clover right at the start.
Right, okay, cool. Then,
Oh,
magic item. What do I wish for this magic item? You know what,
Bill
Viv?
has
I'm gonna.
Bill has several. I will say.
All right, Viv, I'm gonna give you this magic item as part of receiving your little tiny worm friend. Your little tiny worm friend entered your mind with a special item, and that is, of course, a helm of telepathy. Now, what
That's
this is
pretty neat.
what this is going to give you. Let me just have a look here at this item. There we go. What the item is going to give you is, let's see. Oh, nice. I love that. Okay. So it is going to give you a +1 to your intelligence. 1 additional focus. And in addition, you can connect mentally to basically to everyone in the group. What this allows Viv to do is Viv, when you make a will save, sorry, let me turn that down. Viv, when you make a will save, you can choose to swap your result with someone else's.
Ooh, okay.
Now, keep in mind, the result is only the D20, not the basic stat, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you can swap with the person of your choice. And of course, you can communicate telepathically. That is also part of it.
Bill's gonna hate it.
What is the worm's name? The worm's name is Wuthersby.
Witherby.
Wutherby. Yep. Cool. So there we go. All right. Well, guys, with the magic item graciously accepted, and thank you to whomsoever donated. Hello, Fluffy. Oh, baby. We are going to say farewell. But before we do so, we are going to do another dag formation. Dag formation. Do not try to compete with the person in the past. The person in the past has already been. Their time has come and gone. Do not look at the person who is right now, as that person is fleeting. Look to the person in the future, for they are the ones who guide you forward and drag your character and your life and all of the things that are amazing into what they could be. Possibilities are endless if we choose to dare to follow. And with our characters in suit, that is a great bit of advice for any and all adventurers. Specifically, Lashara.
That's
Okay.
why she asked
There you
for
go.
some guidance.
Exactly. There you go. All right, and I'm glad that it helped you as well, Cass. Mwah. All the big love. Needs to make a calendar for 2025. Maybe we'll see. All the dag formations. The daily dag. That is what we'll call it. The daily dag. Could you imagine if I did a newspaper or something? Ugh. Anyway. All right, guys. I'm Michael. My name's... I should know my fucking outro by now. G'day, guys. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my plays. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week, playing Pathfinder, doing all the cool stuff. We'll be back in 8 hours for our next campaign of Curse of the Crimson Throne. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying.